This video shows how to include a map in your project with an extent rectangle. I will begin with a map of Sri Lanka, like this. This is created from an earlier exercise where a satellite image of Sri Lanka was georeferenced on top of a world map. We can see the world map borders in red here. Now, if we have a look in the map layout, we just switch to layout view. We have some sort of map like this. I will, in this case, if we arrange the data frame with the Sri Lanka map, the Sri Lanka satellite image in the top of the window, like this. And we can zoom a little bit, if we like, to show the more of the satellite image like this. For example, like this. It could be the case now that you would like to have an overview map in the bottom here on the world, or a part of the world at least, and then having some sort of extent rectangle that would show the viewer of this map where we are in the world, in case someone would like to know where Sri Lanka is. What we need then is a second data frame. This frame here corresponds to everything under or inside the data frame that in the table of contents that is called layers. And what the first thing we need to do is to add or insert a new data frame. And that is done here on the menu Insert and Data Frame. So you simply choose Insert Data Frame and you will have a second data frame in the layout view, like this. And we can position this data frame in the bottom part of the layout, like this. And in the table of content, you actually see that you have two data frames. One with the previous one here called layers, and the new one that got the name new data frame here. And now, important here is when you are working with the data or the data frames, you need to activate the data frame that you want to work with. So in this case, if you would like to work with the layers data frame, you right click on it and you choose activate. And on the other hand, if you would like to choose to work with a new data frame, you right click on it and choose activate. I will now switch to data view again here. And now we have activated the new data frame and we have nothing there, so it will be totally empty here. I will begin with entering the properties and the general tab, and I will change the name. Overview map or something like that to begin with. And what we are going to use in the overview map data frame is actually the same data, showing the same data as we have in this data frame, and that is the world map. And that is easily done. Could copy, just make a copy of the world map, and then do a paste here. So here we have the world map that we would like to use in the overview map data frame. To begin with, here we should give it a proper symbology. Now it got some reddish line. The polygons is displayed with red lines. That was proper to do in the layers data frame, but not here. we are going to fill it, just a minute, here, fill it with a fairly light, not opaque color. I think we will try this one, yeah. And the outline should be like a fade grayish one, like this. Yeah, this is a more proper symbology for an overview map. We go back to layout view again. So here we see the overview map here. And the first thing we should do here is get a proper zoom. I think I will try this one. Now we can zoom in a little bit further. So we have some part of Africa, Asia, and even Sweden and Australia. And we can pan it a little bit also if you like. Well, depending a little bit. We have Europe here, and we have India here, and we have Sri Lanka here. Now, for orientation, it would be convenient to have a rectangle showing the location of this map. This map would then show the specific information or the details that you would like to show in the map, while this map would then be some kind of orientation map. And to do that, we enter the properties of the data frame that you have done before. That can be done here, just double-clicking it. And here we have one tab called Extent Indicators, and it shows on the left here it shows other data frames. In this case we have only one other data frame called layers, so we just chose that one and click the arrow pointing to the right to get it into the chosen data frames that we would like to show extent indicators for. We can just double click where it says layers now in the chosen data frames, and we can set up how we would like to have the extent rectangle shown. In this case, I might consider having it a little bit thinner, and the color, well, I think the reddish color would be fine in this case. Just click OK and click OK again. So now you have an extent rectangle like this in the overview map. In this case you could consider zooming in a little bit more, like this, and you could consider having the borders a little bit thicker like this also. Yeah, so this is the way you do an extent rectangle in an overview map for your project.